morning, Daily Echoers. It is Wonderful Wednesday, September 3rd. Thanks for tuning in. Today's Echo is one of my favorite when it comes to dealing with why we do what we do every day. I heard Hiram Smith, the CEO of Franklin Quest, or the originator of Franklin Quest, years ago speak about this. And the title of today's Echo is Have to, Need to, or Want to. There's three reasons we do things in life. We feel like we either have to do it, or we need to do it, or we want to do it. And every day in your life, you're going to deal with these three things. You're going to deal with every one of them. Let's dissect them a little bit to try to understand them a little bit more. Typically, when we're dealing with have-tos, it's usually fear. It's usually, you know what, if I don't do this, the consequence of this is going to be much worse than what I'm dealing with. So a lot of times kids will wait until the day before to study for exam, and they have to study tonight. They have to study tonight, or they're probably going to fail the test. If I was relating that to my relationship with my spouse or with my wife, and it had to do with when I took her out to dinner and we went on a date, I might have to take her out every 2 to 3 months just to keep things okay. I know that sounds pretty bad, but every 2 to 3 months taking your wife out. If we move to the second one, it's need to. I need to do this. This is more of our call of duty. It's more of our responsibility within us that says, I should do this. I need to do this. We don't really want to. We don't have a lot of fear, but it's more of a duty. If I were to relay that to my interaction with my spouse, I should probably take her out at least once a month, maybe 4 to 6 weeks, because it's important to keep our relationship, good, and we can get a babysitter every 4 to 6 weeks. If I'm a student, I really should study a few days before. I should study as time moves on, and I should have a nice regiment of when I study for what I do. If I own my own business, there's going to be certain things that I should do to keep it afloat. And in that same analogy with business, we have to do things sometimes out of fear. The ship is sinking. If we don't do this, we may not have a business next week. The third and the final thing, and the one that is the greatest of all, is we want to. And this really is love. Out of love, we want to do things. So I don't take my wife out because I'm afraid if I don't, our relationship's going to go south, and who knows, we may not be married in 6 months or a year. I don't do it because I feel like I need to do it, and I'm doing it out of duty. I do it because I genuinely love her. I love to spend time with her. I love our relationship. She's my best friend. I have a great time. It's a lot of fun. Same with our children. Do we have to play with our kids? I should. Do we need to? Do I want to? Because I love spending the time with my children and enjoying that relationship and watching them laugh and smile. It makes me laugh and smile. And I want you, as you go through today, to think of this, because throughout each and every day, we will typically do all three of these things. We will do things out of fear, out of duty, and out of love. The key is to aligning our lives to where most of the things we're doing on that higher law, that want to, that love of doing things. And I can promise you that if you do that in your business, you've got a great business. You don't need to worry about clients, customers, sales. You've got a great business. If you do want tos in your marriage, you have a great marriage. Your spouse and you have this great relationship and love for one another. If you have your relationship with your children in the want to, you've got a great relationship. There may be some problems. We all have problems. But that love is there. It's great. It's awesome. If we can evolve ourselves into the want to parts of life and spend 90% of our life in the want to, I can promise you that what we're all looking for is quality of life that's happiness, that's fun, that's enjoyable, and we just love life. We want to be here. We want to wake up tomorrow morning because we love tomorrow morning, because everything that's about us is wanting to do it. A lot of times though, we wake up tomorrow because we have to. I have to go to work. I have to do this. I have to do this. You wonder why so many people are upset and miserable. And the ones that are the duty bound, they just sort of run that even plank. They're really not high, they're really not low, but I got to do this. I need to do this. It's my duty, my responsibility. Let's learn to live life wanting to live life, loving to live life, doing those things we want to do and loving them. Have a wonderful day today, a wonderful Wednesday. Want to do things today, and think about what you're doing as the day transpires throughout today. So see what you're doing, analyze it, and let's change it if we need to. Thanks for tuning in and watching the Daily Echo. We appreciate all of our viewers. Thanks.